Now starting, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for game number 2 between Dimaga and Select. I know the crowd is excited to see some fireworks in game number 2, JP.
I know, and I'm really wondering, you know, Select opened up so aggressive that game. Is he going to play more passive this game? I mean, that seemed like a new style of Select. Does he have more styles that we haven't seen yet?
That was actually really shocking to see Select play that slowly, and I think all the Dimaga fans are going to be delighted to see these positions. In the top left corner, we have the man who apparently has just received a B-Day gift. In the top left, it is Dignitas Select. Cheer for him. Cheer for Select. There you go.
And down here in the bottom right, the guy giving Select his birthday wish. Is he going to give him the match? We'll have to wait and see. It's going to be Dimaga, the Red Zerg. Okay. Crowd's biased. They've lost their passion.
Well, they have this sort of crescendo cheer where they're like,
hey, man, it's not easy being in the crowd. You got to do a lot of cheering at these events,
a lot of
Sean.
cheering, man. You think our voices blow out. Try being in the front row on the main stage.
Woo! It's true. It's true. So, Select is going to be getting, of course, that Rax. And, you know, we talked a lot about on the last series in the TVP matchup that you can go for that 15 command center. It's also pretty viable in this matchup. Do you think Select might do something like that?
Well, it looks like Select, interestingly, he didn't just get a barracks at, while making SCVs. He actually cut SCVs to build this barracks a little bit sooner. So I think what we're going to see Select do is try to do some bunker rush pressure. Yep, there it is. There's the barracks going down in the bottom left. And hopefully catch Dimaga off guard a bit. What Dimaga should notice is that there are very few SCVs and that this command center was not building SCVs for a moment.
We see the hatchery first for Dimaga. And how many, was that a misclick there by Select, Sean?
He tried to pick off the drone, but pulled all his SCVs off mining for a brief second. So.
That is pretty painful to watch, that is for sure, especially if you don't get the drone. But Dimaga getting all the way up to 17 supply again before making that pull.
Again, really relying on those drone controls to be able to stay alive. And now I see Dimaga doing the smart play. He's moving his drone through the middle of the map. Now, if Select is being really careful, he will rally along the south lip or wherever this drone is not at. But no, it looks like Select's going to move out with his first Marine, try to take down this watchtower, and look at this SCV taking the very, very roundabout route.
Now, the big thing here is last game, Dimaga defended against that pretty well, even though Select was able to get those 2 bunkers with. Most players really just died to that.
Yeah.
But Dimaga actually stands still and really looked very, very strong. You know, if that was Idri, he probably would have just left, to be honest.
Hey-yo. We now see it looks like there are the Marines being rallied. Select was careful to keep them pinned back for as long as possible. We see 6-lings coming up right now, and even though this might be a potentially deadly attack, Dimaga has had the opportunity to mine for a little bit longer, but that Overlord is going to be a big vulnerability. Select, there's 1 bunker, 2 bunker. Is he going to get it?
Oh, and he does. But that one is really low HP.
Really
the drone's actually taking it, cancels it.
And now Dimaga gets the surround. Select managed to take down Sheth with that very play last game. And total devastation on that attack. Completely falling apart.
Now, do you think, was that cancel a misclick by Select, or was that purpose?
I think it was purposeful. It had 20 hit points left. That's 4 hits from a drone, and there were 5 bully drones there ready to bite again.
Right.
Actually, a very quick, clever reaction play there by Select. But I do think that this overall bunker rush was a big loss for Select, and Dimaga will come right out the gate with a large lead.
You see here, as the Lings are coming up, they will have to fall back because there's just way too many Marines to really push forward. And we also see that there's a command center started in that last tech. No refineries, though. Meanwhile, over in Dimaga's base, it's going to the unit tab. He's only up to 18 drones right now. He does have 2 queens out as well as his 2 hatcheries, and a 3rd queen started as well, so he can definitely get that drone count up pretty quickly.
And I think the thing that's going to impress everyone most about Dimaga is his incredibly consistent creep spread. I mean, the distance between creep tumors is absolutely perfect, pretty much always. And again, notice this hotkey setup by Select. 1, 4, 5, and 7. He actually skips 2 and 3 and skips 6 for a brief time. And he'll put things like Ghosts and Medivacs on 6. It's a very odd play, but if you watch his hands, it ends up being a very efficient way of controlling things.
Yeah, and I mean, if you see Dimaga's right there, it's pretty simple. 1 through 5 and then 0 for all his hatcheries. So
And we see the extremely fast layer from Dimaga actually skipping over Zergling's speed. What do you think about that play, JP?
You know, to me that really signifies that he's not going to play aggressive whatsoever.
Yeah.
He's going to play very passive, which last game he kind of did. He got those Infestor Lings out, then he eventually got speed later on. But I think he just wants to get to Hive Tech as soon as possible right now.
Yeah, I mean, Dimaga is one of those players who relies on Hive Tech in a way that other players do not. He likes having that Zergling attack upgrade. He likes having the Ultralisks out. Spine Crawler's now going up, so it looks like Dimaga is in all defense mode.
And Select is just now lifting up that orbital command to take out his natural. You see a tech lab there started on one of the racks, but there's a factory just north of it, so he probably will switch that out. Hasn't added on any more expansions to these racks, though. And, you know, Dimaga, you spoke about the creep spread, but there you have it, almost already in the center of the map right now as we see Baneling speed and Ling speed started as well.
This is a clever little timing by Dimaga. Now, ordinarily, these Spine Crawlers would be a big blunder getting that many early on, but notice that he did cancel 2 of those Spine Crawlers. Select in the background is continuing to make a lot of Marines, and this is a bit of an awkward situation you end up in as Terran. All of these barracks cannot get add-ons because they must be in part of the wall off. So, ooh, dropping a changeling in there, getting a little bit of scouting information. It gets easily cleaned up. But due to his inability to make enough Marines, Select is just going to get a reactored starport and get a lot of medevacs ASAP.
We see him once again. He got that early 3rd command center there in his main, and once again in this game he's going to be doing it as well. So you think he'll actually add on a 4th one? Because we saw him do that last game, take his 3rd pretty easily. I mean, then he just did that slow passive push.
He very well may. I mean, the one reason he got that 4th command center last game is that he needed to get a planetary fortress at that 3rd. Again, all in line with that very passive play. And interestingly enough, Dimaga is not doing anything except going Ling, Baneling. He might try for a very, very weird delay bust timing. 22 Zerglings
I think he's going to do
in
it,
production
Sean.
for Dimaga.
We already see the Lings going cross map, and you know, Select actually has no way to scout this. He just broke his wall with those 3 racks, moved out for just a second with those Marines, and then pulled back in. Dimaga actually could do a ton of damage. Oh, ooh. Sean, that is a lot of Banelings being morphed here.
20 Banelings. 22. And there's the scan. He sees the layer up. He sees a decent amount of drones. He hasn't gotten all the information from that natural expansion. And oh, look at this Select making missile turrets, preemptively defending against some sort of air.
Go for a drop as well, Sean. This could be so well timed for Dimaga if he pulls out.
Oh my God!
And
this
here we
is
go,
the Dimaga
Sean.
that you know and love, and these barracks aren't going to be staying alive so long. See you later.
Oh, that's so smart. He didn't lose all of them. Oh, he's going to the SCVs, getting so many SCVs, and breaking once again another wall.
Rolling on in total disarray. We have Zerglings swarming into the main. 12 more Banelings rolling on in, and it looks like all the Zerglings starting to pull everything back. And this
Dimaga's not done yet, Sean. He is going to make more Banelings here. All the SCVs pulled in the main. That was just so smart for Dimaga to be able to do that.
Oh, good luck, Barracks. I wish you all the best. But Dimaga breaks down the front with relentless aggression, but that is a very high Marine count for Select. Can he control it? He gets one, and he gets another, and a third.
Look at that control.
And only one more Baneling is there, and he gets it.
That is just some of the best Marine. I mean, Marine King is actually a little bit jealous right now because how good control that was, Sean.
But look at the unit tab. We see only 7 Marines remaining. And with these barracks gone, Select has almost no way to reproduce an army quickly enough. He cannot try to drop because he only has 1 medevac worth of Marines. And meanwhile, look at this. Dimaga has been slowly stockpiling gas and getting an infestation pit.
He's also got his 3rd hatchery started up here at the north. He saw that Marine and just bypassed it, didn't want to take that. But Dimaga's actually going to play pretty calmly. And we see the creep spread is just so strong for Dimaga now, almost across the entire map.
Consistently gooping up the entire center, and Select's momentum has dried up with that push. We see the 2 spine crawlers at the back ready to deal with drops. We see 2 spine crawlers. Actually, he only has 2, and they're at the back ready to defend a drop. And we are seeing the 2 evolution chambers getting the upgrade. The hive is coming up. This is the stylish play that Dimaga is known for.
Now, real quick, we have 73 supplies for Dimaga, 68 for Select, and going into the unit tab, 54 drones for Dimaga, which right now he's got to be feeling pretty good about that drone count because that was a huge attack. A lot of resources went into it. A lot of larvae went into it. And he's pretty high up on the drone count.
Now Select moving out, and again, notice how thin this defense is at the front. This is the big danger of doing drop play. Select is very comfortable with this, but he does need to make something happen. We see the double drop moving along the left side. Dimaga taking
it's going to get spotted, Sean, by
no.
that Ling.
Look at this patrolling here.
That is an odd patrol.
What the heck? That is so baller.
And it will Select is going to drop on the low ground. Maybe a little bit fearful of Mute is coming in and cleaning up. You know, he might do somewhat of the elevator trick here to take out the back of Dimaga's base, but these infestors are going to be ready for it, Sean.
Infestors, oh no, get the medevacs. If he can take down the medevacs, there's no vision up to the high ground. He's desperate to try to pick that off, and they come to life only to come to death.
Here Select moving up once again, dropping, well, okay, there we go, dropping some Marines up on the high ground, but Dimaga just has so much stuff to be able to defend against this. If he can pick off some of these infestors, that'll be very, very good. And he gets one of them. If he can get more, where are the Lings, Sean? There we go. There's the fungal.
There's the fungal that he needed. It looks like none of them actually end up dying. And amazingly enough, a lot of damage being dealt, and Select with another drop along the top side.
Yeah, he's actually still killing drones here in the main base as well as denying that fourth base. Select's drops are just really, really getting him back in this game right now.
Oh, and he gets the medevac and takes it down. But the drop play is not done. Select continuing to be aggressive, but I don't think Select actually knows about this top.